Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'm your host Johnny Matter from MATTERHORN Records in 1000 Hertz. It's been a year officially. This time a year ago, I did my first video of 1000 Hertz, and So we're gonna do a fun episode, celebrate a 1 year. First off, let's pour a drink. Let's pour some Crown. Some Crown here. Still got this Crown from a gentleman we bought a collection from. We're just sipping away at it. You know what? Let's do a shot too. No, let's not. It's Sunday. I have to work tomorrow. Cheers. Tonight we are listening to Cold Cave, the full Cold Moon LP compilation off of Death Wish Records. This is pretty cool. I like Cold Cave a lot, and this is I found this used recently. Anyways, this collection of their LPs, just a compilation of their EPs. So I've been driving around, listening to it, and pretty good record. Anyways, check them out if you like this kind of synthy stuff. Today's episode, we got a lot to talk about. What's been happening? We've been buying a lot of records from people, collections, cassettes as well, and t-shirts. So we got a lot of new inventory coming into the store. Got some good news. I don't know if I mentioned it already, but supposedly 3 more weeks of shoring in the building we're supposed to move our record store into. That's Mintage Mall there. So 3 more weeks, and then they're going to do another city inspection, and hopefully it passes and we can open up business. So that's exciting. Hopefully we'll have a store you can all stop in and check us out at if the city passes that. What else has been going on? Been beautiful in Vancouver, I gotta say that. Today's a nice sunny day. Just been working steady, doing the glazing thing, and then hustling at night on the weekend. Bringing in new inventory. I got a bunch of new records to price, so we got an event next month in Nanaimo. Looking forward to that. It's April 21st. 8th annual Nanaimo record show. So if you live in Nanaimo or surrounding areas, check us out. We'll be bringing a lot of hot inventory from Vancouver. And so today's episode, got a fun one here. We're going to talk about some of our favorite live albums we own. Now, before you guys get on the comment section, you're like, oh, that live album sucks, blah, blah, blah. These are just live albums I have currently in my collection that I enjoy, and that I still remain in my collection. My collection, having a store and having pop-up shops, my collection almost becomes a rotating collection of things. Things come in, old things come out, stuff I don't listen to for a long time, maybe no longer appreciate like I once did. And you grow out of stuff and you get into new stuff, and I like to think my tastes have evolved ever since the beginning of my musical journey and getting into music. And like anybody, I know people that listen to the same stuff they grew up listening to as a teenager, and I'm like that way with some bands too. Some bands for me are timeless, but so you get into different styles and different music, and that's the fun thing about collecting records. Getting into different genres and learning about new music is definitely one of those things that happens. This episode all about live albums. I got 20 live records I picked out of my personal collection that I enjoy. So if you haven't heard of them, maybe check them out. I will explain a little bit about them, but you know, you gotta kind of do your own research too. So let's start it off by the record that the first live. This is probably the first live album I ever heard, and I heard it when I was very young as a child, and that's Ozzy Osbourne's "Speak of the Devil." So shout out to my father, Randy Matter. This is his record, and he played this when I was very young, and it blew my mind. Like it's, and I still have the same copy that was my father's, yeah, I just love this record. It's a double LP. So this is like a little history of this, in case you didn't know. Sorry, these are all. I've obviously played this at a party or something. So this is when Ozzy, I believe, first left Black Sabbath, and he, started his solo career and wanted to come out with a vengeance. And I guess doing that, he recorded all the Black Sabbath songs live with So, anyways, it's a cool gatefold. You see that there. You've probably seen this before if you're an Ozzy Osbourne fan. The one thing I loved as a kid, remember checking out, was the inner sleeves of bat thing with the crypt, like that circle. I always thought that was really cool. Anyways, and yeah, it's on the Judd Records. It's pretty decent shape, for being through some parties. My father's and my own over the years. Anyways, yeah, if you haven't heard this record, check it out. It is amazing. He does all the classic Sabbath songs. Who's on guitar? Brad Gillis. He does a pretty good job. It's just a rockin' live album. Recorded live in '82 in New York at the Ritz. It's funny, they do Snowblind, and Ozzy goes, this is a song called Cocaine. This song called Snowblind. So he was obviously high as fuck on cocaine. But yeah, check that album out if you're a fan of live rockin' stuff, and it's one to crank for sure. So I got 20 more records here from my personal collection. They're all alphabetical order. Not one is better than the other. It's all personal taste. Feel free to comment in the comment section some of your favorite live records. I'd love to check them out. And also, these are ones I just have in my collection, so they're not necessarily my favorites. Like they're not like I love each one of them, but they're not my absolutely top favorites of all time. Let's just get that clear, because I'm sure everybody's got their lists, but these are ones I actually own. So starting off, we got Anna von Housefolk. This is live at the Montreal Jazz Festival. It's a double album. Don't know Anna von Housefolk. She's kind of how would you explain it? Amazing vocalist, kind of cathedral kind of music. Some of it's a little bit upbeat and rocking. There's only 3 songs on here. It's a double album. This was recorded when was this? 2018, so it's quite recent. And yeah, she's got a whole backing band who's awesome. It's a gatefold double record. Anyways, I really love her stuff, and this comes out quite nicely on the live record. And yeah, I encourage you to check her out. She's quite amazing talent, and live you can really, there's no big gimmicks with her sound. She's quite amazing. Her voice alone, let alone she plays organ as well, and her band's great too. And you can also check out these bands too, probably on YouTube or whatever. Get a taste of it, some visual stuff. But yeah, great record anyways, and highly recommend it. Also, I just want to mention, like, as an artist, like a musician, semi-musician myself, I'm more of a vocalist and voice artist, but recording, it's very hard to capture a band or a feeling or a vibe. There's bands that are great live, and then it doesn't come out in the studio, and then vice versa. There's bands that are great in the studio and suck live. So a band that can really pull off a live album, I think it's quite the talent. Anyways, not only to engage an audience, but to actually document it in a recording. Next, we have the Birthday Party, live at 81, 82. This is a classic live record. You don't know the Birthday Party, obviously Nick Cave band. Oh, comes with a CD too. Look at that. This is a repress, I think, of it. Nice gatefold. Anyways, they do all the classic Birthday Party songs. Junkyard and Nick the Stripper, Big Jesus Trash Can. She's Hit. They actually cover Funhouse, Sushi's song at the very end. Highly recommend it. If you don't know the Birthday Party, check them out. One of my all-time favorites. Okay, moving on. Oh, something totally different. Now this is Botch, and it's the record 061502. Now this is the first time ever on vinyl, the full live recordings of Botch's legendary final performance. And this is anyways, remaster for vinyl, limited edition 2000. Anyways, obviously, if you know the history of Botch, they did call it quits. I believe it was back in, this is 2002 at the Showbox in Seattle, where they're from. But they're back again, and they're playing. And they're touring in Europe right now, I believe, with Great Falls, who I'm going to go see this coming Saturday. Very stoked on that. I love Great Falls. That's at the Rickshaw with Wake. So if you like heavy music, come check that out. Those Orange is putting on. I can't remember the openers. Anyways, this is on Hydra Head Records. If you know Botch, these guys are like, I don't know, metalcore, intense. They started a whole genre with their sound. And this is a very nice pressing. I actually found this used. It's got this hard cardboard gatefold there, some cutout collage pictures of the guys, and nice pose by the bass player there, the drummer, a little write up on there. Anyways, very cool. How would I describe this live record? It's very, very abrasive, very intense. They do a lot of their classic songs throughout the history of Botch. They cover Rock Lobster by the B-52s. I highly recommend you check that out. It's a different take on that. And yeah, just a great band, and very intense live band. If you like heavy stuff, you got to check out Botch. Like, they're just they're very original heavy band, and those are the type of heavy artists I like nowadays. Somebody who has their own sound and does their own thing. So all right, another live album. We got the Butthole Surfers live PCP Pep. I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyways, this is a first pressing, I believe, off of Alternative Tentacles. Taylor Baffler's label. What can I say? They just repressed this actually off Matador. I got the repress. You know what? I played a little bit of it. Doesn't sound much better. I don't know. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I just sampled each album and I was like, you know what? I kind of like the original. And I'm a kind of original guy. But yeah, this is Butthole Surfers captured live. This is recorded live at their Meridian in San Antonio. Came out in 1984. Yeah, Alternative Tentacles. What can I say? Butthole Surfers. If you don't know Butthole Surfers, you know, it's not for the faint of heart. Let's just say that. They're very, very experimental, and you got to come in with an open mind. But they are known for their epic live performances, and I feel like that record sort of captures a lot of that, which is cool, you know. I think I don't know. And so yeah, highly recommend that one. You can pick up the reissue. It's out now. I just got a copy. I might be just flipping it in the store because, like I said, I bought it because I thought, you know, I'll give it a chance. And I played them both side by side and really I didn't notice much difference. So I'll keep my original, even though the cover's a little beat up and I gotta upgrade it. But yeah. Moving on, we got another great live album, another band from the 80s. This is a Flipper, Public Flipper Limited, live, 1980 to 1985. Now, Flipper, they got, you know, kind of hardcore 80s hybrid punk band. Absolutely love them. I got to see them with David Yao on vocals because the singers passed away years ago. But this is great. Like, just the snarky attitude of the band on this and just how they don't give a fuck is an amazing live record. If you don't know this one, check it out. And this is kind of fun too. This is a repress, I believe, off Rhino. Don't quote me on that. Anyways, oh, sorry, Four Men with the Beards. It's very, very affordable record for a double album. Nice thing about these live records too, they come with bonus stuff a lot of times, like posters or the double. But what they did with this Flipper album is they made it a board game. And I'll just show you for people that don't know this. They have like little fish, and you cut out those, and then they have like little. It's like a spend the day sober. All these little board game cards, and then you have this. What's this? Oh, and then here's the insert there. But the whole cover folds out into a board game, and it has a little spindle, so you can spin. And it's kind of, it's like a map or the board game. Anyways, very cool. I had an extra copy of this I got off a buddy, and I sold it at their last show to a gentleman, and he was pretty stoked to find it. It was like a brand new copy too. And yeah, no, Flipper is great, and it was just one of those one of my all-time faves. And this album is great, you know, like whether you like, I don't know, whether you're a huge fan or not, I think it really cuts through like the punk rock attitudes with these guys. You know, they got a lot of hype when Kurt Cobain wore their shirt, and everybody's like, oh, who's this band Flipper? And that was years later. I think they split up by then. But yeah, Flipper, awesome band. This is a wicked live album. Highly recommend it. All right, turning genres here. Next up, we got this Godflesh, this Peer live. So this is Godflesh doing their album Peer live in its entirety. It's a fairly new release. Let me just see if I can find. I can't quite remember. Oh, it was recorded in April 2013. Live in the Netherlands. Came out 2022 off Avalanche Records. And Godflesh, what can I say? Another original band. No little bonus things in there. But yeah, Godflesh is awesome. One of those rare bands I've listened to ever since I was a teenager and never disappointed me over the years. Justin Roderick is the original guy. They're like a two-piece. They use a drum machine. I got to see them a few years back. Amazing. The bass was so heavy. It was like thumping in your chest. Anyways, it was a bucket list show for me. But this is them doing one of their classics, Pure, one of their classic albums, and it's great. I love most Godflesh stuff they do, and if you're a Godflesh fan, check them out. What can I say about Godflesh sound? Very heavy, almost industrial kind of sound. Minimalist, just awesome. Just love their stuff. Next we recently got this. This is the Gun Club, the Las Vegas story. This is the original press on the UK, 1984. What can we say about this? Off of Chrysalis Records. So Gun Club, if you don't know Gun Club, classic, great band. Kid Congo played on this. Jeffrey Lee Pierce, gone way too short. And who else is on here? Oh, Patricia Morrison is also on here, and Terry Graham. This was, let's see, when was this recorded? Doesn't quite say. Anyways, Jeffrey Lee Pierce, interesting tidbit about him. He started the Blondie fan club, of all things, if you didn't know that. But yeah, it's kind of like the Gun Club. How can you say? A little bit of, I don't know, it's just great. It's just great music. I really love driving to the Gun Club. It's great music to drive to on the highway. Anyways, check out the Gun Club and the Las Vegas story if you don't know them. Highly recommend it. Next, we got Harvey Milk live at Supersonic, July 12th, 2008. It's a cool record, man. On this cool. I think that's even glow in the dark. I don't know. Anyways, Harvey Milk, interesting band. They really break stereotypes, and one minute they're doomy, the next minute they're rocking out. They're all over the place with their sound, and I highly recommend you check out Harvey Milk if you don't know them. And this album's great for a live record. And we're gonna flip the record. We'll be back one sec. Speaking of records. All right, we're back. Thanks a lot for tuning in, by the way. Next up, we got the Peel Sessions with Joy Division. Now, the Peel Sessions, if you're not familiar with the Peel Sessions, they were sessions done by BBC, what's his name now? John, live recordings. This is Strange Fruit Sessions. Anyways, yeah, BBC. There's a bunch of these by different bands. Like New Order does one, The Damned, they named a few off there. Anyways, this one's great. It's short, but I love how primitive it is. It's Joy Division, almost broken down in ways. They do Transmission, She's Lost Control, Insight, Exercise 1. Recorded in 1979, January 31st. And obviously Joy Division way ahead of their time, had a unique vision and sound. This is a great find. I think it's original UK. John Peel, that's his name. The Peel Sessions. Great. If you ever come across these, pick them up, because you know what? I don't think they've ever. Oh yeah, John Peel Show, Radio 1. I don't know. A lot of these older ones, I don't think they reprinted them. So you know, if you do find an old one, you know, chances is like original copy. Anyways, this is great condition. I found this at Audio Pile way back, a while back, and yeah, it's great. Love Joy Division, and that was kind of a cool find. Next up, we got classic live album, AMC5. This is a limited edition of 2,000 copies. Black inside and clear vinyl on the outside. I'll just show you what that looks like. Obviously, pretty cool, the old Electra. MC5, kick out the jams, motherfucker. People familiar with that. Detroit rock. Came up around the Stooges, you know. If it wasn't for the MC5, there probably would not be any Stooges. You know, they really opened up the doors. This is a nice version of the record. This gatefold, right up in the band. Yeah. Awesome live document. Very, very punk rock in their style. This is a made in Germany copy. And when was it recorded? Does it say? It does not say. Anyways, I want to say 70s. Definitely 7. Oh, it probably says here. Bum, 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 bum. Oh yeah, this is the Grand Ole Ballroom, recorded live in Detroit, October 1968. There you go. So way ahead of their time. All-time classic. Great live record. I'm sure it's probably on a lot of people's top albums. And yeah, this is a nice version of it. I would love to get like an early copy, like a nice clean early copy. But yeah, this is a nice version of it for sure. It sounds great. So yeah, you don't know MC5? Check him out. Pretty awesome. I'm sure many of you do. Next up, we got something a little different. We got some Miles Davis. This is Live Evil, Miles Davis, and kind of cool reissue of it. European glossy, gatefold, double record. It's got quite the list of artists on this one, but wicked record on the old Columbia there. 180 grams each one. Yeah, you know, it's classic Miles. This is a good time for Miles, I think. You know, he's really pumping up some good material then. And yeah, I guess a lot of this was recorded live and then mixed in the studio. So yeah, if you don't know this record, I recommend checking it out, especially if you like crazy jazz. It's pretty cool stuff. If you like Miles, you can't go wrong with that one. Next one might surprise you all, and Next one is Radiohead. I might be wrong. Live recordings. Kind of cool. I enjoy Radiohead. That might surprise a lot of you guys tuning in, thinking, oh, you know, it's he only likes obscure, weird shit. You know, for like a radio band, Radiohead, you know, does a lot of cool stuff I like. And this album is really, this live record is really good. I think it really pulls on the heartstrings, and it's well done. Yeah, it's kind of this gatefold. Let's just see. It's just one record. But yeah, it's a good sounding record, live record, I'd say. And there's a couple real songs, like I said, that pull on the heartstrings that I enjoy. Yeah, check that out. You'd be surprised, even if you don't like Radiohead. Next up, we got Shellac, End of Radio. Speaking of Peel Sessions, this is a Peel Sessions from 2004, December 1st. Oh, sorry. No, there's two here. That's right. So there's a Peel Sessions from July 1994, and then there's a Peel Sessions from December 2004. And I'm a huge Shellac fan. I'm so excited. If you didn't know, Shellac are releasing a new album. I've already pre-ordered it. Pretty stoked on that. But this is a great documentation. It's off Touch and Go. 2 records in here. And a CD slipped in, just like not even in a case. Look at that. Anyways, yeah, there's John Peel there. Cool, man. Very cool album. You know, I haven't even listened to the CD. Is it the same stuff? I don't know. It's just there's not even a cover on it. Anyway, it's just floating around in there. Pretty cool. Like, I don't know. If you like Shellac, what can I say? Steve Albini, Can't Go Wrong. I said it at the event last weekend. Anything Steve Albini touches turns to gold, and it's true. Anyways, this is great. This is great Peel Sessions put out by Touch and Go. Check it out. Yeah. Can't go wrong. Next up, we got Sonic Youth. The Walls Have Eyes. This is a recent one I got. This is a recent repressing, but this is the early Sonic Youth. So this is before like Goo and all that, and noisy, you know, noisy. There's an old show flyer, some old photos. Very noisy Sonic Youth. Anyways, quite enjoy it. You know, I love Sonic Youth. Let's just say we're all gonna kill California. Yeah, I think it's got Kill Your Idols on it and stuff. Yeah, it's just great. It's great. What labels inside of them? Anyways, if you like Sonic Youth, noisy Sonic Youth, highly recommend. The Walls Have Ears. Yeah, and that's the newer repress, so you'll be able to find that quite easy. I'm gonna hold on to this until I find the original. But yeah. Next up. Now this album, we got Iggy and Stooges, Metallic KO. This is the last ever Iggy and Stooges show from Michigan Palace, Detroit, 1993 and 94. Yeah, this album, I have one of these in the store. Did it sell it? I don't know. You find these quite often. It's not the most sought after Stooges. But you know, it's I like it. It's a documentation of their last show ever. And this is a repress off Skydog, an Italian label. They do the classics: Raw Power, Give Me Danger, Search and Destroy, I Want to Be Your Dog. They end with Louie Louie. Anyways, they got a song called Cock in My Pocket. Anyways, classic Stooges live, you know, crazy live band, obviously, but love the Stooges and love that record. Next, we have Swans, Feel Good Now. Now Swan. Now this is a repress, I believe. Might be the first time I ever on vinyl. Anyways, a two-set LP documenting the 1987 European tour. And it's got A New Mind, Blood and Honey, Sex God Sex, Drug, Beautiful Child, Children of God, Blind Love, Thank You, Goodbye, Good Luck. Anyways, Swans, obviously, I love Swans. You probably said I got Swans tattooed on my arm there. But their logo from one of their early albums. But anyways, this is great. I was stoked to get this, and it's off of Young God Records. That's Michael Giro's label, and you know, he always puts out nice work. It's 2 LP. This is with the Jarbo era, the Swans. It comes with this poster. Let's just see this. He always throws a poster in there. There you go. That's them live. Oh, actually, it's bigger than that. I've never even pulled this out before. It's the first time pulling in there, and there it is. Look at that. Pretty awesome. Yeah, Michael Gira, he always puts in posters and extras in his records. And it's a really nice product. You know, takes pride in his work, and definitely notice that. I can't. Every time I unfold one of these things, I can never fold it up the way it was. Just the way it goes, without messing it up. I think that one goes in like that. It's tricky, right? It's tricky. Anyways, yeah, I used to pull out those kind of posters and throw them on my wall. Now I like to keep them in the records, you know, just part of the product. But yeah, Young God Records, check them out. Michael Gira, obviously Swans, one of my all-time favorite live bands. I've seen them a handful, and they never disappoint. It's more of a spiritual experience. If you don't know Swans, I don't even know how to describe Swans. Just don't listen to one album and be like, yeah, it's not my thing, because they dip and dive and change their sound throughout their whole discography, starting in 70s, going through the 80s, and they kind of evolve with their sound. And anyways, check them out, and check out that one. Next we got some Teenage Jesus and the Jerks, live 1977 to 1979. Yeah, so what can I say about this? Visionary, no-wave legend Teenage Jesus and the Jerks created an confrontational sound with a shifting lineup as platform for Lydia Lunch about vocal shocks, accompanied by her jagged guitar noise and non-melodic bass and minimalistic drums. Yeah, this is a limited edition on Radiation. It's I think a reissue. 500 copies on this white vinyl. Show you that. Wow. Anyways, yeah, very cool stuff. Very noisy, no wave stuff. Bunch of songs on here. We'll just pull it out and see. Yeah, it's recorded. There's like New York, Max's Kansas City recordings, and there's CBGB's, and then there's also Toronto from Tavern 1978. Yeah, great little documentation of some of Lydia Lunch's early work with the band, and going to see Lydia Lunch this week at the Biltmore. If you don't know about that show, check it out. It's more of a spoken word with another artist. I can't think of his name for the life of me. Anyways, check that out if you like your noisy no wave stuff. Great live record. All right, speaking of noise, next up we got Throbbing Gristle live December 2004, a souvenir of Chamber of Sounds. Now, Throbbing Gristle, what can I say? Obviously iconic industrial band, started a whole genre. If you're not familiar with them, see this beautiful gatefold. Genesis P. Orge, rest in peace. Also from Psychic TV. Comes in this white vinyl, both records. Throbbing Gristle. The music wouldn't be the same if it wasn't for them. They opened up a lot of doors for experimental artists. Also, started some of the first samplers and stuff out of like tape reels and tape decks and stuff. Very abrasive, experimental, industrial. The way I feel sometimes industrial should be. Anyways, legendary Throbbing Gristle. Can't go wrong. And yeah, check out this one. I never see this one. I found this one used and I had to grab it. But Throbbing Gristle got a bunch of live stuff. I'm sure up there. You can check out. All right, down to the last two here. Turning the tide, we have Townes Van Zandt. This is live at the Old Quarter, Houston, Texas. Now, Townes Van Zandt is probably the only country-like album I have here, but this guy is a brilliant singer-songwriter. And live, he's just so quick and witty and just very entertaining gentleman. This is, when did this come out? This is a 2009 Fat Possum Records, but it's an older recording. Let me just see if I can find some stats on it. (1973). Anyways, this is a great record. Two LPs and nice gatefold. A little write up about the recording and the time. Glossy kind of, I think it's a European press of sorts. Anyways, yeah, you do come across this album, get it. It's really good. I'm not much of a country guy, but I really enjoy this record. It's really good. Townes Van Zandt is a real talent. And I think he, very underappreciated while he was alive. And it's nice to finally see people appreciating him now more than ever. Townes Van Zandt, talent. Very talented. Okay, last record of the night. And last live record we have in our present. And this is Unwound. This is Live Leaves. 10th year anniversary edition. So this is an original. This is a newer pressing, and it's on this autumn red vinyl. After recording their 2001 opus Live Leaves turns you inside home, Unwound configured as a quartet on tour and more ambitious repertoire, adding the mix original drummer to yeah, anyways, this is on Numero Group, who I've talked about in previous episodes. They put out beautiful records. It's on this box card vinyl, gatefold here, and it's on this red. There's that ruby red. It's got some of their classics on here, and a little write-up like they always do. No booklet, but a little bit of history. In 2001, came out, I believe. Hold on, 2001 we released What to Be Soon, our final album. Oh yeah, this is about the album that came out. And when did it come out? Yeah, they're all 2001 recordings. Anyways, very stoked that these guys are back together somewhat. Foreign playing again. Bass player passed away there, but they are packing shows and still sounding awesome. What can I say about Unwound? Very underrated. Kind of indie noise rock band from the 90s. Should have been huge, and kind of went under the radar, I think, during their time, and now finally getting the appreciation they once deserved. Highly recommend this band for fans that like indie alternative rock and very good, and awesome live too. Check out some of their early footage on YouTube. You will be. They're just awesome, and they're a band I get everything by, just like a lot of these bands, and that's why they're on the list of some of my favorite live records. Anyways, the record is done, and we're gonna sign off today. But I appreciate tuning in. I think this has been a year, and thanks a lot for checking out the show, and we look forward to next year. Having a bunch of new hosts and guests and new records to show and new adventures and all that jazz. So until then, till next week, take care and cheers.